What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. Before we get on the road, I wanted to take a little bit of time to go over the paint situation with the R34. Now, I originally kind of brought it up briefly because I don't like to dwell or really focus on negative things and make it seem like I'm just whiny or just feel entitled or any sort of weird thing, so I don't like to go too in depth. But I saw a lot of comments, some assumptions that are incorrect, and just some information that I would like to elaborate with you guys. So before I talk about anything, I figured I would just show you up a little bit closer some of the imperfections that I'm happy with. You know, from the bottom it looked a lot worse than it does look from the top, but right off the bat, you know, the biggest issues that I had with the paint were just the little pieces of dirt and specks in the clear in the areas that you see the most, like the radiator support, etc. The color came out great, the clear is decent, but you can tell, you know, there's little imperfections here and there, little minor things like, you know, like the tape line on the fender isn't perfect. But for the most part, from the top, it really doesn't look that bad. The clear spots here aren't the best, and we are finding little other spots. Like if you look on the back of the strut tower, there's actually no paint or clear in this area right here. What I am going to do before I explain the situation, the resolution and everything, there's a good chance that the engine bay is going to get beat up as we do fab work, as we start putting everything back together. So I am going to leave it how it is right now, just because frankly, I don't know who to take a car like this to. I reached out to a couple different people and no one was really gung-ho about doing this project. So what I did was I took it to a place that has painted stuff on this car before, and I thought personally it did a great job. So the place that painted the engine bay actually painted these lower pieces of the side skirts. They matched the paint real well. They came out great. The level of the clear was awesome. So I figured bringing the engine bay to them was a good idea. Now, part of the issue in the situation, I had a friend that was kind of a middleman, kind of helping me handle everything, and whether it was some sort of miscommunication along the line, potentially maybe a language barrier, or just a lack of care on the actual painter's part. As I had discussed before, it's very clear that this car was not painted in a booth. It appears as if most of the car wasn't even taped up, and it's so bad that you can actually hear it in the clear if you listen. And Matt actually did try to clay bar the whole car and even started polishing it, and it's going to take a lot more than we anticipated to get rid of it. So there's a saying when it comes to jobs and work like this, so you get to pick 2 out of 3. Good quality, fast, and cheap. You get a fast and good quality, but it's not gonna be cheap. You could have cheap and fast, but it's not gonna be good quality. Now, I actually, for the first time, wasn't rushing anyone to get this bay done. We were rushing to take it apart so I could get it to the painter sooner, knowing that it could take some time. To my surprise, it got done faster than I expected, which was awesome. Obviously, I'm not happy with the job, but I actually paid more than I've ever paid for any paint work on this engine bay, and it was $3,000, $2,500 in labor and $500 in paint, which seemed a bit wild, but I wanted the peace of mind knowing that I was taking the car to someone that was gonna do a really good job and was gonna do an excellent job, and I had confidence and brought the car 5 hours down to Miami to have it done for what I thought would be above the level of all the other work that we've done in the past. So with that in mind, I do want to mention my friend that did help, broker, middleman, whatever you want to call it, was able to rectify the situation, and because of all the issues with the paint and the overspray and everything, basically a resolution was come to that I'm happy with. I'm obviously bummed that the engine bay is how it is. I still think it looks better than black. Once the engine's in and we have everything mounted, the areas that you'll see are up to my standard. Like, you know, the main areas like here and here, they do look good. I'm happy with them, and a lot of the junk will get covered up. But I think it's good because this car is going to go into a V2 at some point, where I'm sure I'll go with a bigger motor, probably bigger single, whatever. And when that comes to it, hopefully by then I'll have met and discovered some paint places that can do the car to the level that I want it to. And for now, I still think it looks better than black. So I just wanted to fill you guys in and let you know this wasn't something that I rushed. This wasn't something that was super cheap, and a resolution has been met. So we're gonna run with this, and then, you know, maybe some point down the road I'll get it repainted. But most of the stuff that I'm happy with will be covered, and hopefully we can just, you know, repolish the whole car, coat it, and get it back up to par. All on the carbon. You can actually even visibly see it in the trunk area. So we're heading back to the Clutch Kickers track for the next round of the actual Clutch Kickers $10,000 drift comp. Johan and me are getting this good old toolbox over to the rig where we're gonna load up some of the cars. Do you have anything you wanna say, Parker?
Yep. I'm going to say was I'm right in the Skymite, but I didn't get to get inside the E36.
Yeah. We can go for a ride in the E36 in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we're gonna need a car to get around, we're bringing the 32 that can kind of double as a backup car, but the main thing this weekend is gonna be the E36. It's looking real cool with the new trunk, the graphics here, the hood and everything makes it look real aggressive. All right, Johan, we got a fun little special surprise. You want to fill them in on what's going on?
Yeah, so we were heading to Clutch Kickers this weekend, and then I figured to invite Richard and Parker over, but Parker don't know that he's coming. So he thinks that he's picking me up or dropping stuff off for me, and then they're gonna head on home, but he don't know he's riding with us to the track.
He saw a car seat and he was asking whose it was. We're like, oh, that's another kid. Don't worry about that. So Rachel's Johan's wife, Parker's one of Johan's kids.
He don't know. He's gonna be super excited.
We're gonna film his reaction.
Wow.
Hey, guess what? You're coming with us.
Are you?
Yeah? You're excited?
Yeah.
You're gonna ride in the truck?
Yeah.
You're Asian?
You're driving.
I'm not trying.
Yes, you are.
No, you're gonna drive, huh?
Oh yeah. You're excited?
Road trip.
Okay.
I'm a terrible YouTuber, so I didn't get any B-roll, but it's 2 a.m. Well, I guess 1 a.m. this time, because it's an hour time difference. We just rocked up with the toter home, and I'm just walking around. I always admire, look at the Drift HQ guys and how legit all their cars look. All the same color, all set up, all nice and fancy. This is goals right here. One really cool thing they've been doing that's super helpful to all the community, they've been bringing out these parts vans. If you look at this little van right here with the trailer, that's stocked full of all the parts that commonly break, like axles and power steering pumps and brake lines, and it's helped Colette out, it's helped me out, it's helped so many people out, and I just want to give a massive shout out to them because I think it's such an awesome thing that they're doing for drifting, and I really appreciate it, as does the community. Now we unload the grocery getter so we can get to our hotel. Sleeping in the toter would be cool, but it's nice to be able to take showers and stuff with everybody. So we usually stay at hotels. We have stayed in the toter. Last time we stayed in the toter, I think, and it was pretty fun, but I think hotels a move. Parker, how's it feel to be in the first ever car seat in the Skyline? He said he hates it. I love this car. Smiles for miles. So it's a new morning and Parker has labeled us doing pulls as rocket ship mode. I want to see your reaction, Parker. Yeah. You're covering your ears? Yeah. It's not that loud. Hey, do you know if you can hold my coffee with one hand? Yeah.
Oh, it's getting serious now.
Yeah.
You're good over here.
You want to do a 2-3 or a 3-4? Ready, Parker?
How was it?
Good.
Yeah.
I love how every time we come back, Clutch Kickers get more and more legit. There's some FD stuff right here. All right, so we're going out for our first round of practice in the E36. We've got a little bit different tune now, but other than that, the car's pretty much remained unchanged. It'll be about the same power as before, just hopefully a little bit more reliable and stay a little cooler. But yeah, we're gonna go out. I'm gonna do some data logging. I'm already pretty comfortable with the car and the track, so it's really just hoping that my power steering stays cool and car cooperates, and I think it should be a really, really fun day. Car feels pretty good. That was fun. It feels pretty good for the first lap out. Entry, I could have entered a little bit later, but good starting point. Feels good. All right, first tandem practice run. It's pretty cool, blue S chassis. I'm getting hot in this car. My IETs are through the roof again too. We're peaking 200 degrees at the end of a lap. Kind of nutty, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Hope the car holds together. Just have some fun. Playing around with setup a little bit. My first BMW battle with my good friend Dimitri. Fun fact, I actually bought Zeroy off him when I first got it. Should probably do another lead practice, but I saw the opportunity to run with my friend and I got way too excited. So I love him. He's a good dude and it's always fun driving with him. Look who came to help look at the logs.
Hi.
How we looking?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's Shulman's logs in it.
Oh. How's Shulman looking?
Great.
Yeah?
It's hot. Real hot.
Yeah.
Like 225.
We're both hot. But my car's staying decently cool. We're just having to spray it down. I think it's still hot outside. What's he getting to?
Cool with them?
Yeah.
Like 230.
Yeah, we're only getting to 210, but it's just taking forever to cool down. I'm taking forever to cool down. I'm gonna chill. Alright, we're on grid, about to get ready for our first qualifying run. I feel pretty good. I've been having an issue running a little bit inside on that first corner, so I want to try to really make sure I get wide there. Other than that, I feel pretty good. It's just very hot in the car. I need to put a cool suit in. It's like my 15. I'm like super susceptible to body heat. I don't know if I'm just a whiny loser, but it just affects me a lot, and it kind of like gets in my head. And I know that was a big thing I was combating with FD for a while until we ended up putting the fresh air system in the cool suit, which helped a lot. Get some heat in the fronts. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I gotta chill. I got them jitters. This is like one fun thing about comps. It like gives me jitters from drifting. Which sometimes I like, sometimes I don't like. I just need to chill. Breathe. Drifting's fun. Got the log on, got the GoPro on, let's do it. pretty good. More handbrake than I'd like, but I'll explain that in a second. There is a reason. So I actually used to never grab handbrake on transitions, and then Chelsea told me, thanks bro. Chelsea told me that with E36s it's really important not to coast off throttle because the handbrake keeps the suspension settled. So that's one of the reasons you'll see me using the handbrake a little bit more. It kind of keeps the car doing what it's supposed to do. We'll see how that translated and how the judges scored it. I hate handbrake dragging on transitions. I think it's dumb and lame. But if it's a tool that makes this car faster in drift and more competitive, I don't know. Chelsea knows these cars better than anyone else. So if Chelsea told me to press the gas pedal with my left pinky, I would. We do good?
Fucking 87, bro.
Sweet. Where's that put us?
Huh?
Where's that put us?
At the top. I don't know exactly where.
Cool.
I haven't been listening to all the games, I think, but you're up there.
Cool.
The other, Jonathan Naring got like an 81 or 83.
Yeah, 87.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Was that
What
good?
did Jonathan get?
Huh?
Jonathan Naring.
82 or something?
Yeah. So.
You're not thinking number one right now.
Sick.
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, bro. So I'm pretty happy with my first run. I did just about everything I could conservatively. I really think watching everyone else, I need a little bit more power so I can click fourth and roll a lot more wheel speed and angle through a lot of the first part of the track. What I can try to do is just destroy rev limiter and just try to drive 10 times more aggressive, and I might be able to elevate that 87 to like a 90, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get the top qualifying spot with how much some of these guys are shredding. So I'm going to go have fun with this last lap. I'm going to try to chuck it in super hard and just the aggressive run I can. There's no pressure now, so we're going to go have some fun. Wink, wink. I had a lot of fun with it, and it probably would have been a better score if I didn't drop one of the wheels on one of those outer zones, but I don't know, that car made some cool noises. But driving like that compared to before my ITs were getting like 170, 180, on that one, my ITs got up to 230, as well as my water temp got up around like 220 compared to before, which was like 205. So there's no real need to do that, but it's good to know that I can put on a little extra sauce if I got it. I don't remember if I mentioned this in a clip or not, but usually an indicator that you have a lot of grip in a car is when you can't hit red line. And on that last lap, even though it may not sound like it, I was buried like foot to the floor, and the car wouldn't hit red line because I was trying to make all the pops and bangs. Freddie got me with the nice rev limit.
Yeah.
So, looking at the log, do you have concrete proof that I was 100% TPS?
700 RPM, 100% TPS. It's chilling, right around 65, 600.
Do you think that's a grip limitation?
Yeah, grip board needs a little more boost.
I mean, we can put more boost in it, but IATs are already through the roof, so.
Yeah, not today.
Oh, big sad.
What's up, guys? I drove for a bit. What's up, guys? I'm Adam Azia. I drove with my bros. What's up, guys? So I'm driving with my boys. and do a big thumbs up and click on subscribe. I will hold it. I will hold it.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Here's Adam a Z here, and if you want Adam a Z shirts, get a big thumbs up and click below on Adam a Z shirts.
I think I'm gonna close out this day here. We just had the most intense viewing party watching one of Schulman's battles, and it was a really close battle. And I'm really proud of how hard Schulman drove. He did really well considering he brought an untested car, and I'm very proud of him. I'm happy with my driving, and I'm excited for the footage tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I don't know, I'm having a blast out here. All right, it's big comp day. Parker, who's gonna win today?
You.
Let's hope, buddy. Alright, so we've got our first battle. This is the top 32. We're going against a black SR Coupe. He's a really good driver, drives this track a lot, really smooth and consistent lines, really fun to watch drive, and I'm excited to have my first battle with him.
So I want like a 3 to a 4, but a very consistent on his door run.
Got Ginge on the radio spotting for me. It was an okay lead run. Not as good as I would have liked. Car's definitely gonna get hot on this run. He rolled me a lot in the beginning. My car's really slow off the line. That was fun. He did a great job, but I think he messed up a little bit on his lead. It was a good job, man.
Adam LZ leading Nick Scardino. For the power
Great run by both drivers.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Good driving, Mayo. All right, we've got the battle up against the good homie Sean Booth in his S15, and we were just chatting. It's crazy. Like, literally started driving together. We've been turning so many laps together that to get to face each other in a competition like this, and the top 8 is just, or is this top 16? Top 16. Sorry, I don't want to get ahead of myself. It's just really cool. I'll be pumped if I win, but I'll also be pumped if Sean wins, because this is his first competition, and he's on something, like in a good way. Like man, I suck at talking. I'm all worked up. I gotta drive. But yeah, no, he's been driving really well today, is what I meant to say. This car's fast. I mean, nice and conservative lead run.
Follow run.
Say that again, Matt. Give me a number.
1. He straightened the final corner.
Okay, noted. I'm still gonna have some fun though and put some sauce on him because he's the homie.
Noted.
Damn, that's not a fun way to win. We're gonna have some fun though. Hey, let's have some fun! Bro, you never had your car! Didn't need to waste my tires, but figured we'd have some fun. Hey, bro, I love you, man.
I love you. Damn, man. It was like my best follow ever until this last turn. Oh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job.
Alright guys, so this next battle is against no other than Kevin Lawrence. Pro 1 driver, Pro 1 car, good friend of mine, ironically who I lost to last time. I believe, when I misshifted my S13. He'll be leading first since he qualified higher. His car is definitely faster than mine. It definitely has more grip. And I'm gonna do my best and just try to be consistent and smooth. And hopefully that'll get us the win. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't think I could do much better than that. I got molten tire in my face. That was fun. I drove way differently than I have before, and it was risky, but I truly feel like I did the best chase I possibly could, which is what's important to me. And my car is going to be getting hot. My IATs are going to be starting at 140. My coolant temps are starting at 204. Whew. So it's a spicy lap. Car felt kind of loose. I think I hit the concrete and it kind of messed me up a little bit. But I think he might have gotten the win because he was right with me. I don't know though. Oh, bummer.
Great driving,
Thank you.
man. Great driving. Thanks for coming out.
Yep. Good driving, bro. I really want more wheel speed. I physically can't get it right now. The car literally will hang up around 6 grand just because it doesn't have the power to generate more wheel speed than that. And I don't think that's the only reason why I lost, but I think it's helpful. So I want to put a G3770 on this. Instead of making 480, shoot to make maybe like 550 and grip this thing up a little bit more. So it definitely felt a little loose on that one. Big surprise, there's actually a 5th and 6th battle of the 2 top qualifiers. So me and Taylor Hull, not the 2 top qualifiers, but like the 2 highest qualifiers in the top 8. And it's gonna be me versus Taylor Hull, and his car is incredibly fast. Another FD driver, kind of cool, all FD drivers in the top 8, which is funny. I'll talk about that a little more later, but I'm gonna go drive, do my best, I get a little more driving, a little more fun, and see what we can do. But hope you guys have been enjoying this video. Make sure you hit the like button. Driving as hard as I can, 100% for you guys, not for me at all. I don't enjoy this. I just drift for, no, I'm just playing. I love drifting. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go have some fun, drive against a big boy car in our little 1J or 1.5J with our baby turbo. And yeah, we'll see how she hangs. I'm gonna try starting in 2nd for the heck of it. was sick. Felt like a good lead. That second, third thing I should have done forever ago. That made me so much faster in the run-up. That was fun.
Give it like a solid high 3, good 4 on the follow.
Noted, thank you. Starting in second was sick. Do 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 do. That was not my cleanest run, but we'll see.
Good follow. I think you got him. I think you had a few more bobbles than you did.
Sweet, that was fun.
Congrats, buddy.
Cool, thank you.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Boogity, 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 let's go watch some racing. Alright, so Adam got 5th place. He's going to the podium right now. The car drove great, he drove great. All mechanically is just going great. The car runs awesome, sounds good, and good weekend overall. Adam's happy with it. Adam's happy with how he did, and it's a good time. It's a really fun place, but he's also at the podium right now, so I'll get over there. Just dumps it in 3rd.
So guys, this is Adam Z.
You gotta hold it.
Right. Let's go guys at the track. Let's go guys at the track today. And Adam, what do you want to say?
Overall, it was another great round here at Clutch Kickers. Amazing people, amazing drivers. It's awesome practice for me for Formula Drift, just because I don't know if there's any other competitions that bring out so many talented drivers. I think the top 8 was all FD drivers, and for me to be able to get that practice outside of the FD season in a bunch of gripped up cars, it's really, really good. Because prior to this, I've never been able to drive comps that have these super high horsepower, super gripped up cars. It's a blast. It's totally different than driving all the grassroots stuff. You know, grassroots stuff is fun, but this is a different animal, and it's really, really fun. It kind of keeps you on your toes. Awesome people, awesome track. I had a bunch of fun. I now know a couple changes I want to make on the E36, but overall, I'm super happy with my driving. There's nothing I would really change about it. and it's been awesome having Johan and his family here, and Shulman and all his friends. It's been super cool, and I don't know, it's an awesome series, and it's always a blast coming out here. So we're gonna take the Skyline over to the after party. Probably editing this in the rig, so I apologize that it's a few days late. Just tried to get some sleep and actually focus for once, rather than staying up super late before the comp. So thank you guys. I hope you like this video. Make sure you like the like button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Just kidding, I'll see you soon. What?
Adam, look at me.
Can you close up my video for me and be like, thanks guys, and I'll see you tomorrow?
Thanks, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, just kidding, in a few days, in a few days.
In a few days.
When you said